It's not even the first quarter and I already have to do an update on my current credit card strategy. I mentioned previously that 2024 was a pretty wild year for nerves, but it looks like we're starting 2025 with one of the best cards on the market being hit real hard. The card is none other than the Citi Amaze. This card is one of the most popular cards that I use daily for my physical in-store transactions. I always thought that this nerf would come in the form of Citibank banning Amaze transactions, like how other banks did it, UOB and DBS. But it turns out that Amaze themselves chose to start charging a 1% fee on every local transaction the consumer makes. The minimum fee is 50 cents per transactions. Assuming that 4 mile per dollar is equivalent to 2.5% cashback, that essentially means you're only earning an effective cashback rate of 1.5%. That is lower than industry averages, where in the market right now we have anywhere from 1.5 to 1.7% cashback cards. This also means that this combo is effectively dead. So with the ever-changing landscape of credit cards, these are the credit cards that I will be using in 2025, assuming no changes once again. The card that I will personally be using for in-store purchases is the UOB Visa Signature. I feel like this card does not get enough love and is not mentioned enough. This card allows you to earn 4 miles per dollar on all contactless transactions up to a limit of $2,000. Meaning you can easily earn up to 8,000 miles per month. But do note that there is a minimum spend of at least $1,000 on this card before you unlock the 4 miles per dollar earn rate. Why I chose this card is because if you're somebody who does a lot of contactless transactions per month, this would probably be a better fit for you. Me personally, on a monthly basis, I'm clocking in almost $400 per month on my Invisalign treatment, meaning that I would just have to spend $600 more to activate the 4 mile per dollar, which is very doable considering groceries, meals out with friends, and shopping. But if you're somebody who struggles to hit the $1,000 limit, then consider going for the PPV instead. It gives you the same earn rate, but it has no monthly spend requirements. However, do take note that this is capped at $1,100 instead. One more benefit about the Visa Signature is that it gives you the flexibility to use both the physical card and mobile contactless transactions. While the PPV is only strictly for mobile contactless transactions, I'm pointing this out because I still see a lot of people choosing to use the physical card when paying outside, so this might be a deciding factor for you. Here's why I think the Visa Signature is better for miles earning as well. The way it rounds points is just smarter, unlike the PPV, which rounds down to the nearest $5 block. The Visa Signature rounding policy works differently. With the Visa Signature, your earnings are split into two parts, a base point of 0.4 miles per dollar and a bonus point of 3.6 miles per dollar. The base point rounds down to the nearest $5, but the bonus point uses the transaction amount fully. Mile Lion did a very good example which I will showcase over here. Imagine you've got 3 transactions a month, $49.95, $149.75 and $610. With the UOB PPV, each one is rounded to the nearest $5, so that's $45, $145 and $600. Multiply those by 4 miles per dollar and you're looking at 3,160 miles in total. Now with the Visa Signature, it's a little bit different. The base points of 0.4 miles per dollar still rounds down to the respective $45, $145 and $600. But the bonus 3.6 miles per dollar takes the full transaction total, adds them up, and applies that rate. Do the math and you're scoring about 3,190 miles. That's an extra 30 miles from just spending the same amount. Then some of you might wonder what will happen to my Citi rewards. It's still a usable card, so don't throw it away just yet. Right now, there are a few cards I use for my online expenses. With the Citi rewards joining the online only category, it will share this position with the Women's World MasterCard. I will use it for most of my online purchases now since it has a less strict rounding policy of $1 instead of $5 blocked for the Women's World MasterCard. I will use this to buy all my online purchases and reserve the Women's World MasterCard for online travel or when I bust my Citi Rewards card. I will also use the Citi Rewards card for travel since the 1% fee is not affected by foreign currency spend and I can effectively clock 4 miles per dollar when I'm overseas. Lastly, the card that I will choose to go with is the UOB Krisflyer, which I use daily for my Simply Go public transportation. As this card awards you 3 miles per dollar on food, shopping and specific travel, which is pretty much everything I spend on, it's great for a backup card. Do check out my previous video once again on the full in-depth guide. The benefit of this card is that it has no caps, so you can literally get as many miles as you want up to your credit limit. I usually only use this card when I bust all my other cards or when I'm looking to book big hotel purchases or book SQ and Scoot flight tickets. And this is my updated credit card strategy for 2025. Feel free to copy it if you want to, but do note that everyone's spending habit is different, and so what is working for me might not be ideal for you. So please do your due diligence. Hopefully nothing major changes in the coming few months. Over the years, we've seen more nerfs than buffs, and I've slowly refined my credit card strategy to what it is today. I still have a few cards that I keep but I do not use on a monthly basis, so I'm not gonna mention them. But feel free to reach out to me on TikTok if you have any questions. That's where I also post short form content. I can help answer some of your questions if you have any over there. And as usual, I'll catch you in the next one.